Hey, all you cooped up anglers out there, come on. We're going to be doing 5 at 5 live on Mondays, and we need your help. That's right, we need your participation. This is how you're going to learn. This is the format we've developed. I'll explain it all in detail for you right now. But listen, have a little fun with it. You're going to be on the phone, not necessarily on camera unless you want to come in on Zoom. The bottom line is everybody has questions and everybody will learn from the examples. Fact is, look at this example. This is what happened to us on Sunday. That's right, Easter Sunday. We got this stuff coming on top of us, and there was nothing we could do about it. Casey and I went and got the boat out of storage on Saturday, and we thought, wow, we're going to have an opportunity to go fishing. Wrong. Didn't work out that way. Hey, look around the perimeter of this shot right now and take a look at the sponsors that we have. Some of these spaces up there say your name should be here. Think about that for a second. The people who we support are the people who support us. So help us out. You're not going to be able to do what we do without some sort of revenue stream. Just think about it for a little bit. If you got 25 bucks a week you want to throw, call me. Or email me, bob.m@fishandstickstv.com, and let's get you on board with us. One of those people we want to make mention of right now is Jim Grant and Grant Rods, folks. We took the Cuda and the Piira rod when Jim Gracke and I went smallmouth fishing up at Century Lodge in Osborne Bay and just hammered a bunch of big smallmouth on them. I'm telling you flat out, folks, lifetime guaranteed, quality second to none, made right here in the United States, actually made in Chicago. How's that, man? You can't beat it. Grant rods. You have to take a look at them. The Cuda, the Piira, and of course we use the Big Dog Muskie rods. So with that being said, we're going to walk you through the process on how to get involved. It's 5 o'clock. It's Monday. It's time for those questions to be answered. So let's break down the format so everybody understands what's going on. 5 at 5 is a live show. It's meant to be a call-in show, and we're going to have all kinds of opportunity here. Now, as we work through this, there's going to be a couple of things I'll define for you. But what we need to start with, folks, is we need a form filled out. It's a question information form. This is imperative to get you on the show. Plus, if you're involved with what we're doing, you want to be on our mailing list, our email list anyway, because we're going to have some special things coming forth that you're going to want to know about. So, 5 at 5 is a live call-in show, like I said, where 5 guests can present fishing questions. This is right, questions that maybe you've been pondering for a while. Maybe it's a question that evolved from a conversation you had over Easter weekend with somebody about where you want to start fishing when the season finally gets here. Anything, if it's fishing orientated, we're going to be talking about it. Guests can present fishing questions live. This is what it's all about, because we can interact. We can discuss what's going on, and the audience is listening to us. Well, they can pick up the information as well. And we're going to turn this stuff into blogs as we move forward, so this information will linger in the cyberspace forever. Questions will be dealt with on a limited time of 5 minutes. That's right, 5 minutes are going to be devoted to each question. You're not going to have all day long for us to converse about it. So let's keep those questions where they can be answered inside of 5 minutes, and we'll do it the best we can. Follow-up answers will be addressed by knowledgeable anglers in later shows if we cannot address them live. Now, there's nobody on the planet that can answer every question based on every species. It's just impossible to do it. However, with these questions being presented to us, we can go out and source the knowledgeable anglers and bring it back in a recap show. Wouldn't that be fun? You'll learn even more than what you would just with me. With that being said, let's move on to the last thing. Questions can be spontaneous or submitted prior to programming. Now, what that means is if you've got a specific question revolving around a specific location on a specific lake, how to fish it, maybe how to present, what lure choices of that nature, give me some information up front. And we'll do some mapping, we'll do some graphics and some animation, and we'll be able to answer your question even more completely than we would without that information. How do you do it? We need your name, could be first and last. The only thing we really need is your first name. we need an email address. You have to have an email address, and by all means, a phone number. We're going to be calling you live from the show, so that phone number has to be the number that we can reach you at. All of this needs to be sent to us just in an email. Give us your name, first and or last. Give us your email address, and give us the phone number. Send it to bob.m@fishandstickstv.com. That's bob.m@fishnstixtv.com. And we'll get you all prepared. We'll get you on the show. We want a list of people, folks, a host of people in the library, if you will, that we can call up and keep this show going. We want to do it once a week. If we get a lot of questions, we may do it more than once a week. But right now, we're looking at Mondays, 5 o'clock, to do the show itself. I have had a lot of opportunity in my life to go fishing. I've had chances that probably most people won't. And with that being said, I've learned a little bit in the process. I want to share that information with you. Could be muskies, could be bass. If it's walleye, we might need to get some help. Nonetheless, we'll have some fun with it. So tell you what, do me a favor. Tune in on Mondays, and we're going to start next Monday, hopefully, if we get those 5 questions. And let's do 5 Alive. And again, like I said, the people who bring us the show are the people who make it possible. Hats off to Jim Grant, Cuda Rods, and hey, dial the number. Let's get you on board. We'll see you next week.